the political row over the three-language formula and the state government's decision to teach Hindi as a third language from classes 1 to 5 did lead to political commentary, and political commentary that's also driven by language pride, linguistic sentiment. And this is something that Maharashtra saw in the last week over the decision. And this is, of course, a decision driven by the new education policy, the NEP of 2020, which mandates three languages, including two Indian languages. So many believed, or at least the opponents of the government believed, that this was imposition of Hindi. And they went on to say that this is at the cost of Marathi and you should promote Marathi, the local language, which is a demand that's come from other states as well, including the South, where they say that they've taken on what they believe to be imposition of Hindi. In Maharashtra, also similar comments on Hindi imposition, quote unquote, came from several political parties. And today, of course, the Chief Minister then had to clarify. He says that Marathi is, of course, the number one language. There's no taking away focus and importance from Marathi. He said there are another language. So, if, for example, you could learn English and you could learn Hindi. And also in some places, for example, bordering areas of the state, or where there are 20 or more candidates who want to learn another language instead of Hindi, that could also be done. So this is the scenario in which the clarification has come. This is, of course, being seen in the backdrop of the political sound and noise around the new education policy 2020, in which there was talk of the third language, and which still remains as Hindi. There have been bodies within the state which have opposed this. And obviously now there's that clarification also that in some places it's okay to have another language. But again, largely this policy is unchanged, because obviously it'll be a third language. And this is something that is going to see some political maneuvering, political, back and forth, given that language and linguistic issues can be a huge political driver in terms of political sentiment. And therefore, parties, especially in the opposition, would latch on if they sense anything that seems to be imposition of Hindi and at the cost of regional languages or local languages. So obviously, this is something that the opposition will push. The government will, of course, defend its policy under the new education policy, where it says that it's not pushing Hindi over Marathi, but it's pushing three languages, in which Marathi, of course, gets its place of pride, and then other languages like Hindi, English also follow. For more such videos where we go beyond the headlines and provide context, stay tuned to NDTV's YouTube platform. Thank you so much for watching. For all the news and updates, stay tuned to NDTV.